everyone. Welcome to my first live stream here on YouTube. This live stream I will basically be redesigning a new Salon website I once did. This is not a client work. I just took this upon myself to redesign this website. This is a random, so I just went to Google and just pick it up. So walk with me as I show you how I redesigned the website. If you're coming in, just say hi in the chat. So here is the website. This is the original website titled Ama Nail Salon, just Ama itself. So this is the home page of the website. I am going to redesign step by step the layout and everything. And this is what I redesigned the website to. Let's wait for it to load. Yes, this is what I redesigned the website to. This is the home page of my work. So guys, if you're just coming in, you can share this live stream to someone you know that will need it, to come on in and let's redesign this website together. Funny enough, I had second thoughts about this live stream, but I've always wanted to do this live stream, but I just keep on procrastinating it, saying, okay, I'll do it this week, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next upper week. But here we are, guys. Finally, I am doing this live stream now. Mostly on YouTube, you rarely see a web designer designing a website from scratch live without any editing or any blemishes. No. You rarely see that. So this time around, this live stream, I'm going to show you guys everything. I think there's an error. My network is a bit poor. Where am I? Sorry, my network is very poor. Let's hop into the business of the day. Let's look at our original site, our Salon, and let's scrutinize the site. And this is the homepage. And your homepage, if you're a new web designer, your homepage, the first section you see is actually what they call the hero section, or you call it the banner section. So this is the first section. Now from this site, down to this site, this end of the section, we call it a section. This is supposed to be the banner section. Now, on our original site, our banner section is a slider, basically sliding in different pictures of the salon products, with images on the salon and tools on the salon, but the picture in the salon rather. Now look at the second. Next is the second section. Before we go to the second section, let's talk about this banner section on the salon website. First, you should know is that banner section is supposed to hook your visitor. The first time visitor, the first section, which is banner section, you're supposed to be hooked. There are ingredients or criteria to which you know a good banner section. One of them is it should have a headline. In this banner section, there is no headline. There's no headline, there's no sub headline. Basically just different pictures sliding in. It doesn't tell the new time visitor what this website is about. You just come in and you just see images and images. You automatically leave the website because you feel like, okay, this is not what I'm looking for. So it doesn't have a headline, doesn't have a subline. I talk about the website or what it does. And also in a banner, you should look out for what we call CTA, that is call to action. After talking about what you do or who you are under your headline and your subline, next you should have is what we call the CTA, which is actually a button that leads your customer to a desired page. Yes. So the button could be either a book an appointment or get the products now, something you want your customer to do immediately after reading what you do or what you offer, probably to buy a product or buy one of your courses. So you should have a CTA. In this case, on our website, on this website, it doesn't have a headline, a sub headline, talk more of a CTA. So these and many more are the things we'll talk about throughout this live stream. Next section is what they call what we do. Now, when designing your website, you should understand that there are hierarchy in designing your website. Don't just talk about don't just showcase your products or showcase your service and expect your customers to understand. Sometimes you may have to go a bit further to explain more, or rather, okay, let's take this example. Maybe just the first thing a customer sees in your website is testimonials of what. You don't tell me what you do or anything, you just show me testimonials of your past customers. Yes, testimonials are good, but that should come in the later part of your homepage. It shouldn't be the first thing your customers see. So when we say hierarchy, there are things, they are like the sections, there are things that are should I say priority. Yes, this is the first thing you should see, then next is this, then next is that. Don't worry, as we go on in a live stream, I will show you on the website that I redesigned what hierarchy is and how I set the hierarchy in the website. So this next section on our original website is what they have as what we do. This is like, I think it's supposed to be like their services. Yes, what we do, services, and it's basically just so small. The text is so small you can barely read it. If I'm someone that I need bold text, I will barely read this. Like on a desktop setting, maybe on a mobile setting, it's a bit bigger than this, but on a desktop view, the text, like the font, is too tiny for visitors to read. And okay, what we do, we offer premium traditional manicure and pedicure services. That's fairly good. They just basically sum up their services in two short paragraphs. Now, as a web designer, you should understand when to use text and when to use image and when to use maybe a short demographic video to portrays your point. In this case, when you're talking about what we do, we should be seeing pictures to back up the text, not just text. This is a nail salon. This has to do with what you see. Nails are arts. So there should be more of pictures, or probably nails of past work you do, how it looks like, why, like supporting pictures, yeah. Supporting pictures with the text, not just barely text in this section. Now the next section they have is their CTA. This is the CTA on their homepage, which is book a treatment. Yeah, this is nice, but the background and everything, it's beautiful they have a CTA, because after reading all these things, next is you want me to actually book a section with the nail salon, and they have the CTA here. The next section they have on their homepage is the about section. The about section, in their case here, they made the about section this about their owner, that is Amma, the lady here, the pretty lady here. So they didn't make it about like the salon or staff, like they shine the spotlight on the owner, which is Amma. Then the next section, which is like the last section on their homepage, is just a bland contact. There is a button, you can click on it and it's lead you to their contact us page. This homepage has a lot of downsides. Let me put it that way. I don't want to trash talk someone's work. So let's look at, okay, the last part is actually their footer. I want to talk about footer in this live stream. Why? Because while we design a website, this particular live stream, I won't also talk about my own footer and header. Yeah, probably in the next live stream I'll talk about the footer and header. Here's their own header here. They use a hamburger header, and most times this type of header is mostly used in mobile views. Yes, mobile views or tab. What's mostly used on a desktop view is horizontal, something like straight line. Let me show you mine. Yeah, something like this, straight line. So it will be bold and easy to access. So we have looked at our original websites. We have looked at the different sections. It's just a quick rundown. Why Redesign has our points more on different aspects of the website. Okay, so let's go straight to business now. We have just reading preamble so far. So let's create a new page for our homepage. Let's create a new page for our homepage. I'm going to my website now. Remember I said this is not a client's work. This is just something I just randomly do. So this is my website. So I'll create a new page for this live stream tutorial. Add a new page. If you're just dropping into the live stream, you can say hi in the chat and also share the link to whoever you think this might be useful to them. Please share the link, let them join our live stream. Sorry, my internet is quite slow. So This is still loading. Wow, this is very slow. Let's title our page. Let's call it homepage. Life homepage, yeah, life page. This is our life tutorial homepage. Yep. So close this. Let's set the template here to Elementor canvas so that we can have an Elementor canvas to edit. We don't want to use the default site template because the theme and everything. So Elementor canvas, yeah, we have Elementor canvas. I will publish the page. Yeah, we have published the page. Next, we're going to edit with Elementor. My network is very terrible. This is one of the reasons why I don't want to do a live stream, because where I live, the network can be very terrible most times. So I was really skeptical about doing this live stream. But well, we have to rise against all odds. We have to rise against all odds. So I have to push myself to say, regardless of the circumstances, I will do this live stream. Because I believe it's going to help a lot of people, salon owners that they want their business to be online and probably don't have so much funds to hire a professional web designer to design their website. They could also learn from this and probably pull up something for themselves for their website. So now we have an empty Elementor canvas. Let's look at our ready-made website. Oh, I didn't even go through our ready-made website. Let's go through that before we started designing it. Now you can see on my own website, I have a banner. This is a banner from this dark aspect here down to here is the banner. My banner is I have a headline, nail that looks perfect. I have a headline and I have a sub headline. That's this text here below it. Then there's a CTA, which is I have two CTAs, which is book an appointment or learn more about my salon. That's how this is actually the major criteria of a hero page. Beautiful. I'm also currently working on a video on hero page, yes, hero section rather, the hero banner section of the website. It's actually an episode where I'll talk about how to design your first website. Basically, for me, why learning how to do web design, I had a lot of issues designing my first website because I was so confused what goes where and where, and what goes where and what goes there. So I don't want people to also face that same issue. So I'm going to start it's more like a series where I have different episodes of how to design your first website. So of course I'm starting with the hero section, and I went so in depth in the video. I'm yet to finish making the video actually as of now. Probably for those that want to recap of this live stream, you could check my channel. By then I should have published it. You see more, you see the video, more detailed video about hero sections, the other ingredients, supporting image, the background and stuff like that. So yeah, so this is the hero section of the website I resigned. And I also put this section where I added what do they call it, brands, or should I just sponsored brands that I've worked with. I saw this on their footer page, so I just added this. Then the next section was services. I told you, yeah, this is what they call hierarchy. So after reading this first part of your banner, nail that perfect, okay, nail that perfect look every time. After reading this first section, the next question on their mind is, okay, what do you really offer? What's your services? That should be the next section in the line of hierarchy. What do you offer? What are your services? I can see in my own website I use images to portray the services. For manicure I use fingers, for pedicure I use someone's feet, and for manicure and pedicure I try to combine the feet and the hand together. And I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is. I just took a picture from their website. If I was design this for a client, I will make sure I know what it is and it's a better picture. And I use this other random picture for Sukkot. For the nail art, I use a simple nail art picture for this. So I use these pictures to as a supporting, or yes, supporting materials to portray their services. If I go ahead to write a little write up for their services, so I even go more, not even a bit, 1,000 steps further to make their website better. How to come up with this write up with the help of ChatGPT, of course. And after services, and the next section was to convince them, rather, to convince them why they should sign up or book the website, rather, or book the new Salon website for an appointment. I titled this "Why Choose Us." So it's more like, what do we offer? What's the benefit in our new salon that you can't get elsewhere? This is where you strike that point, that your winning point. So after the section, next was the portfolio. Like portfolio was like a backup convincing debate. More like, okay, if you're not convinced that these are the benefits we offer you, look at what our other clients are saying. I'm sure with our other clients thought okay, rather, it's not the testimonial, these are our work portfolio showcasing other clients nails we have done. Look at how gorgeous they look. So if you're not convinced that we give you this luxury nails or this service, that's the very best, look at our past work. Our past work should speak for themselves. This is another convincing section for them to sign up, or for them to book an appointment. See, I'm arranging this according to hierarchy. I'm thinking what my visitors need, not the aesthetics of the website. I'm not just looking at it, let's make it so beautiful, glamorously beautiful. No, like, this website is here to drive sales. It's not here to look beautiful. Owner of this website wants to be able to have more clients on his website. Yes, it should look beautiful and not looking so messed up, but it should also fulfill the purpose of driving sales. So after the section, the next we have what are our clients saying. Let's talk about our testimonials. Since you're not convinced enough about what we showed you, what else again do you want us to hear? Okay, look at what our clients are saying. You see, all this comprised together is trying to convince our customers to sign up or also rather to book an appointment. And after that, you were like, oh, who are these people say? Who are these people that are trying to convince me? That's where I brought in the about us section. And after that, I had to recap the CTA again, so that you don't have to scroll up to get our CTA. As a call to action button for them to book an appointment. They can either just book an appointment if they're already convinced at this section. And after the book appointment, if they want to check out more details about us, the address, the phone number, the email, and every other stuff, that was the next thing. And this is a nail salon. This is a very, very, very vital section in a nail salon. If this was a probably a company, yeah, this might not be a very vital section, depending on the company, depending on what the company do. But this is a nail salon. Everyone wants to know when is the opening time, when are you free to do my nails? I'm also busy too, and you're also busy, so I need to know when you're open. And I can see on Monday this salon does not run. And if it's not your website and your potential clients comes on a Monday and sees your shop or your business closed, they will assume you're someone that is not serious with your business. By the way, that's just your business and policy. So you should stipulate this on your website. Make life easy for your clients. Make less it be more easier for them to reach you. So I added vital informations for on about the website at this last section, their address, their phone number, their opening hours. And I went further to include a Google map for easy locations for clients. Just easily locate um um the nail salon. And that's it for the homepage. This is the footer. Yeah, this is the footer. I'm talking about this in this live stream. So yeah, I've done a quick rundown of my already designed website. So let's head back to the business of the day, which is recreating this. Yes. Now this is an empty Elementor canvas. Sorry, my network is it's very a bit not a bit very slow. It's giving me issues here. I'm trying to resolve why it's very slow. Okay, now we are back. Let's start designing our websites. Now let's start with the first section, which is the banner section. So we'll start with the section. Yes, this is our first section. So looking at already designed website, you can see it's a bit section is a bit long. So start with we start changing the content width to full width. Then we will increase the minimum height. First of all, we change this to VH. Yeah, to achieve a full height container, you have to use 100 VH. So VH is a better measurement. So we use VH. Let's bring it down to 90. I think that what I used in the previous site. I used 90. Yes, 90. And next we are going to add our background image. So before we continue, you should understand that um before we designed our website, I already downloaded the images. Yes, the images on this website, I already downloaded them, and there is some no, they call this not emojis, not sticker, icons. Yes, icons. I already have some icons prior to that, and I also added colors. So when designing your website, ensure you already add the colors you're going to use on your website. So to achieve this, you use go to the site settings. This is the site setting here. Click on site setting. It takes you to where you can make the modifications of the colors that you use on your website. So rather than just always adding the color codes whenever you need a color. I can click this. You just easily pick your color because you already store them for your use. Now we have our site setting. You see where they write global colors. Here is where you add the different colors you use on your website to use on your website. Also, if you want to the particular fonts you're going to use, you can also add them here, the different fonts you're going to use on your website. I know mine is itching, sorry. So you add the fonts. Yeah, the primary fonts, your secondary fonts. So that being said, let's go back to our website. So back to query section. So let's add an image. You click on the container. It's this container we just added. You click on it. Then you go down to, you go to the slide section. You can see background. Yes, background here. So click on this classic. In drop down is your color images you want. So I'm going to use an image. So let's choose an image. I think this is the image I used. So let's use this again. Select the image I use. So the position to, I think I use center left. Let's try center right. Yes, center right is okay. I love the fact the nail salon show glass is showing by the left. First, I'll add the text, the headline, and the subheadline, and the buttons here. So the main should I say, the beautiful part of the image here is showing more repeat to no repeat, so that the image does not repeat itself. You can see it's already shifted our images. You see this other white part, which was the images repeating itself. So we're going to change the display size to contain. No, not contain, sorry, cover. Let it cover the whole container. Let no side be left out. You can see the whole image has stretched out to cover the container. So next, you can see on our website, you can see it has a dark overlay. The images should not overshadow the text, and the main part of this banner is the text. I want the viewers, my visitors, to read the text. This background is just something that if you have a very catchy eye, you notice the background. But if you do not, the first thing you should see is the text. I made it bold. I made it I left it in caps. That was intentional, so that when you read it,